Well, new tonight at 10, a bill making its way through the Capitol could mean your child's school will teach them how to handle a gun. It would require school districts to work firearm safety lessons into their curriculum beginning this fall.
News 4 Spencer Humphrey is here with the idea behind it and the pause that some people have about it too. Spencer.
Yeah, Heather and Kevin, what's interesting about this bill, actually, it has people on both sides of the political aisle, both for it and against it. And the divide has less to do with the issue of guns and more to do with whether or not Oklahoma teachers in schools have the capacity to add this to their plates.
Firearms, nothing more than metal, plastic, wood, but in the hands of the wrong people, it is a dangerous tool.
And State Representative Ryan Eves says that list of wrong people, unfortunately, includes the most innocent of people, kids.
There's roughly 3 children per day that we lose across the nation to accidental discharge of firearms.
A statistic he believes doesn't have to exist.
If we start the education at an early age to let children know how to safely act around a firearm, I think there's long-standing benefits to that.
It's why he filed a bill this year that would require Oklahoma public schools to teach kids about how to safely handle firearms. The curriculum would be written through a partnership between the State Center for Law Enforcement and Education Training, or CLEAT, and the State Department of Education, including lessons for kindergartners all the way through high school seniors.
Kindergarten to 5th grade, look, it's just, let's teach kids if they do come in contact with a firearm that it's stop, do not touch, leave the area and tell an adult. As kids get older, grades 6 through 12, you're looking at teaching them safe storage of firearms, school safety relating to firearms, how to avoid injury.
The bill would let schools show students physical guns, but they could never be loaded with ammunition or live in any way. Parents could opt their students out of the lessons, but school districts could not opt out of teaching it. State Representative Ellen Pogamiller isn't against teaching kids the dangers of guns, but also isn't comfortable with a one-size-fits-all mandate.
If an organization like CLEAT, a state agency that's respectable, wants to put together gun safety training, wants to talk with local schools about providing that training, that's a local decision. I am adamantly opposed of it being mandated by our state.
Part of the concern also has to do with the timeline. The bill would require schools to start teaching the curriculum this August.
Which doesn't provide a lot of opportunity to, I think, get into researching what's the most appropriate way to teach gun safety.
And with numerous other education reform bills expected to bring other mandates to Oklahoma's short-staffed, cash-strapped public schools, she's worried this would just be too much all at once.
We are going to be talking a lot about increasing training for our teachers around literacy, increasing, what our students are required to do. Many teachers that I talk to and parents that I talk to is like, can we just step back a little bit and let teachers teach and get out of the business of trying to dictate what's being taught every day in our school system.
Now, as for Representative Eves, he says he hears all those concerns and is willing to make adjustments to the bill so everyone can be comfortable with it. He also wants to make clear, because he's had some concerns about this from people, this bill does not require anyone to pass a course in order to buy a firearm. The bill passed its first committee hearing this last week. We'll keep you posted.